So hello everybody, and here we are back with Loup Garoux, chapter 1 in the book of Skinwalkers from Apocrypha, the adventure card game, and this is the replay. This time around we are going to play with only 2 of the true threats turned over because we've got 3 players. It says in a 1 to 2 player game you only turn over 2 out of 6 threats, and in a 1 to 4 player game you turn over 4 out of 6, which in my opinion doesn't make sense because it means that you're much faster if you have more people, which I find a bit weird, so I'm not sure if this was actually intended. So we will play it this way. So there are 2 versions on my channel. This is the second version. We'll see if there's a difference. So we are at the hospital. And this is the deck. Everybody's at the hospital. And Ruby Doomsday is going to draw the first omen from the clock. And it says, N suffer 1 body damage. So hopefully we'll be able to turn this over. Otherwise she will have to. And we don't have any omens of hope. Okay. So we're going to play an omen of doom. And it's Garoux glasses. It's a gift. We're going to try and get it, although we don't really care about it that much. And we don't get it, so that's fine. It just goes in the box. Then we're going to play poverty, authorities. Oh dear. We're going to use mind. We're going to use charm. And we are going to... yeah, we're going to add our rage dice using our snakeskin boots, so we're just going to show them what's what, show a little leg. And we are, well, this didn't go well, did it? Do we have anything that helps? No. That was an abysmal roll. No. So we've got 8 over 15. Huh. Yeah. Actually, why did we... Okay, yeah. There is actually nothing we can do. So... So she takes 7 damage, and then we go to end, and this one gets shuffled back in. So that was terrible. And she can't investigate anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but we can do something about this. So, next up is Alice Moon. She draws a an omen of hope. Wow, that's good. So she's got 4 omens of hope. So first of all, we're gonna play this. Flip your nexus to hope and examine 1. Then you may investigate. Oh yes, she is going to investigate this. But before we do anything, Gabriella is going to play and to discard, to sacrifice trauma kit, which allows her to let somebody else heal up to 5 cards. And this is going to be Ruby Doomsday because she just lost 4 cards. So that was important. And the trauma kit goes away. So, 8 mind of 3, 11 body. So we're going to use 4 to get the memory killer. And we do get the memory killer for 13. Then we are going to assemble versus a threat, add 1 bonus die, or Flip your next to hope, then you may investigate it and examine one. We're going to draw one card, then flip. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to draw a card and we're going to flip. And we don't need to flip, but we're going to... authorities. There they are. Okay, well. Study 2. And 3. And yeah, that's about it. And we are going to play one card to increase this, and we're looking for 12. And here we've got 16. Well done. So we win against the authorities. Basically, we're a lot better at this, and we get to draw a rage gift, and we draw extra razor blades, which are not too shabby. Then we're going to play an Omen of Hope. Flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. In assemble versus a threat, add 1 bonus die. It's minion number 2. And minion number 2 is the Griffs. So, evaluate. If... Okay, we didn't. So we just get a normal attack on these guys. There is no change there. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we get a bonus die because this is a threat. It's body, so we're going to get 3 body dice. We're going to play Geofence. Assemble versus an Animus or Skinwalker card. This is a Skinwalker card. Recycle, add 2 bonus dice. So first of all we add these, and this one goes back into our draw pile at the bottom. And then we're looking for 14. Why not? We got the extra razor blades. We're going to sacrifice the card to add 2 bonus dice. We only have 1. Okay, then we're not going to do it, but we are rather going to play the bruiser to get 1 more die. And that's it. So we're looking for 14. And we got 15. So we managed to get rid of the Griffs. So this part of the turf war has been cancelled. We can now go to close straight away to sanctify. And in order to sanctify this, we would need to recycle 1 body gift, which we can do because we just played the bruiser. So we have managed to close this nexus. So the hospital is closed. Let's see what else we would have gotten. So there would have been a couple of cards. Very nice. Oh, Trauma Kit. Very good card. And an Omen of Hope. So next up is... so we all move to the next station. Actually, the train is now at the bibliothèque. I have to remember to move the train. Skyscraper, so we now get to draw 2 cards, so that our hand is 6 again, and then we're going to get to look at the top 2 cards of the deck. Skyscraper, start, recycle 1 card, then draw 1 card. And the top card is Bones, and the second card is an Omen of Doom. Okay, next up is Gabriela Vargas, and she is at the start, so it means she has to, and she can't really do anything about it, she has to recycle, so she draws the top card and then she has to recycle 1 card and draw 1 card, and we are going to recycle the Wolfram Cube, and we're going to draw 1 card, and it's the tech support. Okay, so we have 1 omen, it's an Omen of Doom. Flip your nexus to Doom. Threats without lycanthropy gain lycanthropy 1. Bones. And we got it, 15. Not shabby. And that's all she can do because she has no more omens in hand. So this omen goes away, and it is now, the train moves on to the museum, and it is now Ruby. And she's going to draw a card, and she needs to recycle one card, and she's going to recycle the charm bracelet. And draw one card, and it's a Mondrian cell. So now we're going to play Poverty. And we draw a Doom Omen, and then we get Cryptid, against which nothing happens, because this is only against evaluation against a gift. So 3 dice and sense 2. And we're looking for 11, and we're just going to risk it. And we have 13, which is enough. And this threat goes away. We successfully got rid of the Cryptid. And we're going to switch it to Hope. Damage. Somebody else may suffer the damage. Grey Malkin. Well, we have 4 and sense 2. And we make it. We find a little kitten. A deathless one at that. And last but by no means least, Bloodthirst. We're just going to risk it. It's not a Skinwalker, so it's not a problem. It's a rattle trap. Okay, so we are going to use body. We don't have hack. We are going to boost our body with the Grey Malkin, so the Grey Malkin is going to give this a good talking to, and we're looking for 12. And we got 15. So the rattle trap is gone. We were able to kind of see it for what it was, namely a trap. We draw up to 5 cards. This card, these cards go away. The train moves to the park, and now it's Alice Moon. At the start, she needs to recycle a card, and she's going to recycle the extra razor blades. Or is she? No, she's going to recycle the Charlatan's book. No, she's going to she's going to recycle the prayer wheel. And then she's going to draw, whoops, she's going to draw a omen. Okay. And she's going to keep it this way. If it's a gift, avoid it, but it's not, it's a bushwhack. Okay, so we're going to use 4 dice because that's mind. And sense 1. And that's all she's going to do. We're looking for 10, and that should be doable. And it is, but barely. She just about made it, so 10, so it's good. We get to investigate straight away again, so that's good because we don't have to draw from the Omen deck. And it's a minion number 1, which is the Jax. So we need to fight them. Confront. Raise the cost of ally gifts to Barry. Okay, so first of all, we're going to use mind, 4 dice. She's got 1 in sense, 5 dice. She's going to play the extra razor blades, which lets her add 2 bonus dice when she's assembling against a threat, which she is. So this goes away. And let's see what else she has. Yeah, that's all she's going to do. And we're looking for 14. Okay, that doesn't look so bad because we actually got 15 right off the bat without having to do anything. So the Jacks are also now under control. So we've managed to get rid of them. We've told them that it's not a good idea and that they should actually post-haste leave. So this means the minion number 1 is done. We can try and close this nexus. We would need 15 in soul, which we don't have. There is no way we can get it. I mean, yes, we could in theory, but it's highly unlikely. So we're just going to keep doing this. And we are going to play this card, Omen of Hope. We can now flip this and we can check it out. We don't have to do anything, and it's a moonshine, and we are going to try and do this. Here we are, and study, and we got it easily for 14, and we needed 9. And then we are going to try this. We're going to try and do a soul check for 3, and we need 12, and we got 10. That wasn't good enough, so she can't continue now, because obviously that would have been the end. So this one goes away. The train moves on to the terminal, and now it's Gabriela Vargas. She draws an omen card and she plays it. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it, and evaluate versus a threat, trash the highest die. And of course it's a threat. Haha. Fun. Okay, so we're going to use body. 1, 2, 3. We have 1 in strike. We're going to use a murder board, which adds 1 rage die. And then we're going to see what happens. Let's check this out. So, if we trash this die, we have 5, 9. That's not enough. So we're looking for 15. So, first of all, we're going to play lucky numbers. Discard to re-roll dice that show the same number. Okay, so that's not too bad. So if we have this 11, we would still need to we're going to play bones. Reroll 1 die, then trash 1 die. Haha, we're going to trash this die, so that didn't really help. And then if we trash this die, we have 4, 8, 11, and we would need 14. Let's see, what can we do? And that doesn't help. Nope, 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 nope. Mondrian cell. Ah, yeah. So, okay, what we're going to do is this one gets trashed anyway. We're going to re-roll this die. We're going to downgrade 1 die. Upgrade 1 die. Flip 1 die. We're at 14. So this one is recycled. And then we're going to play the Mondrian cell. Roll a die. It's at 3, so the target gets reduced by 1, and we've managed to do it. And the death heads are gone. Gabriela gets to heal 1 card. And we are at the end of the Nexus, i.e. it's empty, which means it is closed automatically and sealed. And we move on to the next one, which is the Bibliothèque. And the train moves on as well. First of all, she draws up to 5 cards. The train moves on, and it's now at the Hope side of the hospital nexus. And we are now at the Bibliothèque. And it is Ruby Doomsday. She's going to draw an omen card, and it's an extravagance. Flip your nexus to doom and investigate it. If it's a gift, avoid it. It is a gift, so we avoid it. And that's all she can do. So she draws back up to 2 cards. And on we go with Alice Moon, who draws a card, and it's an Omen of Hope, which she's gonna... okay, so that's in confront, just decrease your... in confront, okay, so it's the same one, indignation. Confront versus a gift you may study. Cryptid. Okay. 15 body. Ha ha ha. Okay, we're going to play Reaper. So she adds 2 rage dice. And sense 1. And... that's all she can do, but we have help. We're going to play the Halligan bar. And they get 1 body die. Or rage die. And we're looking for 11. And we got 14. So that was good. So this one goes away. And this one also goes away. We're going to play Indignation one more time. Minion 3. Minion 3 is the man cubs. They are face down. So we don't need to... No, actually it's the lizards. We don't need to do anything with them. We can go straight to close. And close means choose 1. Mind study 4. Mind study 15. She's got 6 dice. Or reload 4 cards. Okay, I mean, that's easy. We're just going to do the reloading. The cards are reloaded. She gets them back anyway. So, Parasite, haven't seen this one in a long while. Okay, and the bibliothèque is closed. And the train moves on to the skyscraper, and we all move on to the museum. And she draws 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she knows what the top 4 cards are, and she needs healing. And she gets to take a look at the top 2 cards. Chicanery. Chick-charney. And I've no idea what I'm seeing there, but it looks terrible. It's a mind gift and indexing, which is a body gift. Mind gift, it's funny. She's not gonna... Okay, so anyway, so she needs to heal. Is this a... she only has like... Okay. Heal 1 die of body and or soul damage. No. Heal 3. Okay. Okay, it is Gabriella. She draws a card and it's Righteous Anger. Chick-charney. She will use body because she needs to trash her highest mind die against this thing. She needs 15, she doesn't get it. Okay, so... and she's gonna do it straight away again. Indexing. Resist. She's gonna try soul for once. And in assemble she gets to add 1 mind die. You might get this after all. And she does. For 16. Recycle. Decrease body or soul damage by 1 to 1. If you're skilled in conjure, decrease. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Body or soul. Okay. So, that's all she can do. So she draws up to her hand limit. And the train moves on. And it is now the lady with the murder board. And she's drawing 1. In assemble versus a threat, trash the highest mind die, or Flip your nexus to hope and examine 1. Okay, we're gonna try this. And it is an omen of hope, so we get to do it straight away again. And it's an omen of doom, and then we get to minion 6, and minion 6 is the skunks. Okay, so initiate. Suffer rage damage equal to your lunacy. We have 0 lunacy, so that's good. We are going to... We are going to use rage. These are the skunks, and they are... He looked at me and said, I kid you not, I make this smell good. Okay. Okay, cool. So 3, sense 2, +1 mind die, and that's all we're going to do, because we're looking for 9, and we should be able to get 9. And that was a 3 actually, so that's 11. The skunks are no more. And we can now try and close this. By winning versus a new mind gift. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take a mind gift, any mind gift, from the box, and it is Star Clock. We need 10. So she has 2 mind. She gets 1 mind because she's standing in the museum and it's on hope. She will be using the bruiser, 1 body, so she's going to actually, because the Star Clock is actually something that she needs to lift, so she needs to move it. So we're looking for 10 on 4 dice. And we get 11. So we get this card, I suppose. This one goes away. And yeah. And we have closed this nexus successfully. Moved on to the next one. The omen goes away. The train moves on, and we're going to actually move to the park. Five cards. Because she has more than 5, she has plenty. She will get rid of these 2 and put them on the bottom of her deck. And next up it is Alice, and she's going to draw a card from the Omen deck. And it is an Omen of Rage, of Doom. In damage, first bury 1 card. Okay. And it is a Lost Soul. It's deathless. And first of all, we are going to use... So, let's see, does she need to... She's going to discard the charm bracelet to get 1 more soul die. And she's got sense 1. And we need to trash the highest die. That's okay. Five, 8, 3. Okay, so we are looking for 9. If we trash the highest die, which is the 5, we still get the 9, so that's it. That's fine. Otherwise I would have had to do some shenanigans with other cards, but that was quick anyway. So this goes away, and we draw up to 6 cards. And it is now a Gabriella. And she draws an Omen of Hope, which she plays immediately. Switches it over, investigate, lowered the cost to play soul gifts by 1. Minion 5. Minion 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Matadors. In Assemble versus a gift, add 1 bonus die. Unfortunately, this is not a gift. This is not a drill. Okay. So. Yeah. 13. She couldn't even close because she doesn't have an omen. Okay. Okay, but that's fine. She's going to use body. 1, 2, 3. She has 1 for strike. Sue Ellen is going to help. And that's all she's going to do. We're looking for 13. Okay, that was terrible. Okay, but all's not lost. First, we're going to play Bones, which allows us to re-roll 1 die. We're going to re-roll this die. And we rolled a 1, so we're going to trash it immediately. That didn't really help. Then we are going to, so we have 7. This is terrible. Who can help? No one can, it looks like. Nope, no one can. We have 13. We have 7. We're looking for 6. We can't get those. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this card, recycle, decrease body or soul damage to 1. So we just take 1 card. Excuse me, I don't know, I was just cutting my ivy earlier and I think I may be allergic to it because suddenly I'm really sniffling and everything. So, okay. So, God. I get 1 lycanthropy. And lycanthropy works as follows. You get to draw 1 death. And you get to shuffle it into your deck. So it's like the wounds that you get in, I suppose it reminds me of Mage Knight. So unfortunately we were unable to do anything about this threat. So it goes away. Well, it doesn't go away, it actually goes back into the Nexus. And she is now going to draw up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 4, 5. And next up is Ruby Doomsday. She draws 1 card from the Omen Clock, and it's an Omen of Doom. And we're going to play this card. And it is a threat. Lost soul. We add 1 bonus die. We add 2 for sensing. And we take 2 soul dice. Need to trash the highest die. So we trash this. Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. That was the highest die, wasn't it? Yeah, that's not going to help though. Is there anything we can do? Okay, so we have to trash this die. We have 5. Yeah, okay, that's all we can do, so she's going to take damage now. Okay, so this is going to be interesting, because she takes soul damage, and she takes 5, she takes 4. So we take 4 random cards, which we put into her discard pile. Okay, now this is picking up. So this one goes into another nexus randomly, but we only have the one, so that's fine. And now we really need to start healing, because otherwise people will start to fade. Murder board. Okay, so she gets 4 more cards. Okay, let's see. She's got an Omen of Hope. Okay, so let's see what we can do with regard to starting to heal stuff. She doesn't have anything. Okay, we're going to sacrifice Moonshine, which allows her to ask somebody to recycle any number of cards, and then they heal that number. So she's going to take the 5 cards she has, Ruby, she's going to recycle them, and then she's going to heal 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's got 7. So what we need to do is we need to shuffle these. And she takes 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she heals those. Puts them back into her hand, into her draw pile, and then she draws them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that one was important. And then she's going to play Memory Killer, which she's going to sacrifice to heal 3 cards herself, because she's also running out of cards. She needs them as well. Then she's going to play her Omen, and she is going to encounter indexing, and it says here, in assemble using body, add 1 bonus die. We are going to use body, so we're going to add 1 bonus die, and she also, that's all she has, so we're looking for a 14. And we don't get it. Okay. She can't do anything else, so she draws up to 6 cards, but she can look at the top 2 cards, and it's a Grifter. And it is a siren song, and the siren song is 012. Okay, mind or soul. Okay. So it is, and the train would have moved. 1, 2. Okay, now it's Gabriella, and she draws one card from the Omen deck. And it is an Omen of Doom. I'm going to play an Omen of Hope. It's a grifter, soul, hack, and 1 bonus die. And we're looking for a 10 and we get a 12. That's enough. And then we're going to play the Curiosity. No, we're not going to do anything, actually, because we know what's there and we don't want to see this. And we're going to recycle the grifter. Because we know that the next one is going to be a terrible enemy that we don't want to face, and she doesn't want to face him either, so she's just going to draw a card, and she is not going to do anything, so she's just going to put the star clock underneath the, and then it's Alice, and she's going to draw a card from the Omen deck, and it's an Omen of Hope, Comfort, heal 1. She can't, and then we're going to see the Siren Song. And she's going to use Mind, because that's her forte, so she gets 4 dice for this. Okay, and we are going to mutate this card. So first mutation of the game. So we're first of all going to get all of the mutated cards, the mutation cards in order. So basically we shuffle them, and then we take a D10. That's a D8. And it's a 1, so we take the one on the top, and it's fiery. And then we're going to roll. Can anyone help her, actually? Yes, one person can. She can re-roll 2 dice then. And she rolls a 6 damage. Before you suffer damage, they reload 1 card. Well, that's okay, I guess. Then we're going to play the Wolfram Cube, which allows her to add 1 die for a mutated card. And yeah, looking for 12. Okay, so we've got 11. And we are not going to do this. We are going to play the Mondrian Cell, and we reduce the cost of the threat by 2 because we rolled a 2. So it is at 10, and we have 11, so that's enough. And we get to discard this card, and she gets to examine the top card and can make a decision if she wants to continue. Well, she can't, but she could still examine. She could do that anyway. Chickney Brew. Just my luck. I finally happened across one of these blessed birdies, and it's the consommé. Okay. What's with this chicken thing? Okay. It lets you heal 1 die. Interesting. Okay, so she's going to move on, and she's going to... Okay, minion 5 comes next after this. So it is now Gabriela Vargas, and she's going to draw an omen from the clock. I'm just going to play this, and it's the Chickney Brew, and it's got 2, it's got hack, and she gets 1 bonus die because of the omen, and she doesn't get it. And she's going to try this again. Minion 5, the Matadors. She gets 1 bonus die because of the omen. She's going to use Rage, where she has 3. She's going to play the Murder board, which adds 1 Rage die. Then we are going to definitely we're going to mutate this card. So where's my D10? 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's unseen. Well, let's check who can help her. Well, actually no one can, so we're not going to mutate. So no. Nobody can mutate her. Nobody can help her. Okay, so this is all we've got. Well, actually, and she gets 1 for strike. So, yeah, that's right. Because that would be 3. Does this work for everything, actually? Or just for Rage? Yeah, using Rage. Okay. She has nothing. Well, no, she doesn't. Okay. Okay, that's so much better. So we've got 14 off the bat. Okay, cool. We don't even need to do anything. So the Matadors are, well, she basically beat them up. She was pissed off. I mean, that was like, you know, seriously, dudes. So this goes away, and she can actually close the Nexus because she has 1 omen that she can shuffle into the clock. And so the last 2 cards would have been a bomb and a grifter. And the park is gone and the train moves on and we are now at the terminal. So we've made it full circle. And she draws up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And next up is Ruby. Ruby draws an omen from the clock and it's a gut punch. And it's a lost soul. Okay. Sense 2. Soul 2. And she's going to play the Magic Mason Jar to boost her soul. And she needs to trash the Highstein Evaluate. Can anyone help with that? Okay, no. Okay, she needs to trash the 6, but she has 1 more, so that's 15. That's enough. She managed to calm down, I guess, the lost souls. She has more omens, but she's not going to do anything with them. Because she doesn't know what's in there, so she's just going to draw 2 more cards. And that's it. And then it's Alice Moon, and she draws 1 card from the Omen Clock. And it's an Omen of Hope, which she has to play. She heals 1. She would heal 1, but she has nothing to heal. You may discard 1 gift to investigate. And it's a Switchblade, which she has no intention of getting. So she's going to just roll 1 die, and she's not getting it. Switchblade is gone. And that's it. So she's now not got any more omens, so she can't do anything. So she's just going to investigate the top 2 cards. And it's an Argentine, which we really want because it's a really good gift. And it is Madame Ruse's Elixir. Okay, next up is Ms. Vargas. She draws 1 omen from the clock. And it's an Argentine, as we know. She's 3 dice in rage and 1 in hack. And she gets 17. And she takes it in hand and then she investigates again. Good karma. Flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. In assemble using soul, add 1 bonus die. Well, we are going to do this. 2. Okay, that is enough. That is 13. And she has no more omens. So we are going to discard 1 card and she is going to discard... well, she's going to recycle Miss Madame Roux's elixir. Okay, so the train moves on. Ruby is on the game. Confront. And she confronts the thing in the basement. Sense 2. And... okay, haha. We're going to use soul and we're going to play the snakeskin boots. When charming or sensing, she's totally sensing. Discard and add your rage dice. Super. And it's 11-14. That's enough. Win. Search your nexus for an archetype and reload it into the nexus. Super. And here is the archetype. Oh, it's the top card anyway. So it's here. She can't really... oh, she can. She's going to investigate it. It's minion number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the man cubs. We can go straight to win. And in order to seal it, we just all have to be at the nexus. So we've just won. That's excellent. Okay, how many omens do we have left? We have 2 in her hand. She's got none. She's got none. And there were 3 more on the clock. And how many more cards? Yeah, 2 more plus 2 omens. So yeah, a lot tighter, but I think it makes more sense that if you are 4 players, you actually have to confront 4 instead of just 2 of the I'm just wondering if it's actually meant to be the other way around. If it should be, you have 6 threats, 6 true threats, and you have to put them all face down. And if you have 2 players, you have to switch 2 of them face up. And if you have 4 players or more, you have to switch 4 of them face up. I think otherwise it just doesn't make sense. Why would you have to do less fighting if there is more of you? Okay, so these go away. So now I feel like we've earned this. So we're going to take a look. So this is our first enduring fragment. Griffs, jacks, bloods, crips, sharks, jets. Does it really matter what side you take, what form you wear, what name you're called? The teams shift faster than faces around here, and the only thing you know that counts is in the animal. What? No, there's a misprint. Is the animal within. When you let your beast go forth to feast, all other lines blur. In assemble. Sacrifice 1 omen of doom. Discard any number of cards, then they add that number of rage dice. No. I'm not interested in that one, actually. Let's see what the fleeting fragments tell us. 1, 2, 3. The things about Grammy. The thing about Grammy. Do I look like a mermaid to you? The old woman said as she flicked her fins. She spluttered in her arms and clung to her wrinkled, scaly skin as the icy waters of the Michigami leached the last remnants of warmth from you. You don't look like one to me either, she said, as she let your shivering frame slip beneath the waves. But if you come to unchain the wolf, you'd best learn to be. Play a doom omen, recycle an omen. On a 1 to 2, they discard one card. On a 3 to 4, flip their nexus to hope. Okay, play a doom omen. Recycle an omen. Huh? So you play a doom omen. If somebody plays a doom omen, someone can recycle an omen and then, okay, I get it. That's a weird one. Examine one from the bottom of any nexus, and here we've got the dead weight. Avoid, then move. Yeah, we're just going to take those because this one I really don't find interesting at all. Okay, so now the interesting part. What happens to when you draw or otherwise remove a lycanthropy card from your deck, slot it face down in your halo. Okay, so remove from your deck. Well, we don't because it's not in our deck. It's now in the choir, so we just get rid of it. Okay, so this one goes away. And because we don't really remove it from our deck because there is no deck anymore. Okay, so now we need to reassemble for the next game. One thing to note, when you play with a new chapter, like at the moment we are in the Skinwalker chapter, but once we have completed this, any cards that are not base but are Skinwalker get removed from the game, except the ones that are part of the choir's the choir's stash, or well, not stash, the choir's cards at the end of the game. Yeah, we're going to do it like this. So we're going to get rid of the murder board. And then, if it's a card that needs sacrificing, if you're now in another non-Skinwalker chapter, and you have to sacrifice a Skinwalker card, it goes into the Skinwalker book, so you can't get it back unless you play the Skinwalker again. So while you have them as part of your deck, you're fine, you can keep them. But once you decide to get rid of them, they're gone. That's it. So they can't be reclaimed. You can't put them back into the gift section of your game box and then get them later. They are gone. Never to return unless you play the Skinwalkers again. Okay, so that should be 3, 7, 2. That's 7. 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So that's that should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we can take this one then. Oh yeah, we sacrificed a card, that's right. And here we have 4, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have one too many. Okay, so we're going to get rid of one Wolfram cube. Okay, so now we've got everything we need. She gets this one, she gets these, she gets these. So that's actually quite quickly done because I pretty much know who gets which cards. Snakeskin boots, This goes to her. No, actually, yeah, and then the Halligan bar. She gets these 3. And she gets these 3. Lucky numbers, she gets this one and this one. She gets these 3, and she gets these 2. And lastly, the Mondrian cell. So we have these 2, these 4. Okay, so and then we're done. So actually, putting it all together is yeah, she actually has more than she does. So the makeup and tear down is setup and tear down is actually really, really quickly done. And that was Loup Garoux, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.